And a good spiritual morning to you once again. I'm Father Cosmas. Thank you for joining me today from my prayer corner at home for a quick cup of iced coffee and a morning chat for today. And it's another beautiful day outside. It's going to be nice and hot and warm today. It's finally feeling like summer is coming. It's in the 80s with no rain. And so we're thinking about some of our outdoor activities and different things that we're doing while we're kind of stuck at home still, although things are starting to open up a little bit. We're trying to get out, maybe go to, a restaurant with outdoor seating, or maybe we're spending, 2 hours in line to get a haircut, doing some fun things and some different things as usual. And amidst all the things that we're doing in the springtime, getting ready for summer, of course, is we're spring cleaning. We're cleaning out our yards, we're cleaning out our garages, our furnace rooms, going through the house. You can't help it because you're stuck at home and you're seeing all of the clutter all around you all the time. And probably it's a time for us to think about cleaning some things out. And while we're doing that, maybe to think about part of this culture that we've developed where we just sort of hold on to so many things. We were keeping these storage facilities in business, right? It's not enough that we have a garage to fill or an attic to fill or a basement to fill or a furnace room, closets, extra bedrooms. That's not enough. Then we have to go out and we have to actually buy storage facility space so that we can store all of this stuff. And I don't know what this stuff is, but we feel this attachment to perhaps too many things. So I thought just to talk about a little bit today while we're cleaning and going through all of our stuff, maybe this is a good opportunity to purge a little bit, to get rid of some of the stuff that we don't need. It's not a matter of what we want. Maybe it should be a matter of what we need. And people say, well, why do I have to do that? If these are things that I like and I want, why shouldn't I be able to have them? And of course, you should be able to have whatever you want. And but I think maybe within reason, there's a fine line between holding on to memories and hoarding. And really, for us as Christians, we want to make sure, as Orthodox Christians, that we're not too attached to worldly possessions and worldly things, and for a very specific reason, because there are people all around us in need. And if we have something that we could give or share with someone that needs it, and again, they're not blessed with the ability to say that they want it, but they actually need it, then why would we keep it from them? Why, as a Christian, wouldn't we be sharing with people that are in need? And in fact, the saints talk about that. When St. Basil, for example, comments on the Ten Commandments, and he says, when we're talking about people that say that they don't steal, and the commandment about thou shalt not steal, we say, well, I haven't taken anything from anyone. But St. Basil says, if you have something and you're not sharing it, you're not giving it to the person who is in need, that extra cloak or coat in your closet, that extra pair of shoes, you're stealing it off of the back of the person that's in need, stealing it off of the feet of the person that is in need. And so we need to think about, what do we actually need? What do we actually use? And maybe it's a great time for us to really go through a good purging. Go through our closets and pull out, those outfits, those coats, those shoes that we don't wear. Maybe we haven't worn them in years and they're just hanging there because we have nice memories associated with them. Or maybe we can't fit into them anymore and we're kind of hopeful that, I'm going to get back into that size at some point. And so we have that extra pair of pants just sort of sitting there. And we hope year after year that we're gonna fit into them, but they've been sitting there for 10 years. There's someone else that could use a pair of pants. And maybe we should go through our closets and clean things out. Maybe we should go through our basements, our furnace rooms, our garages, our attics, and pull out some of that stuff and take a look at it and say, well, could someone else benefit from this? Could someone else actually use this? Would it help someone else? And maybe we should let it go because we don't want to be too attached to things that are worldly, and we should be sharing as much as we possibly can. Go through our food pantries and say, let's look at some of the food that we're just sitting there, storing there. canned goods and dry goods and non-perishable items that we're not using, that just sit there week after week. Get rid of them. Take them to a food pantry. Take them to a shelter. Bring them to the church and share with someone that is in need. Our clothes, our food, our possessions, all of the things that we don't need, maybe we could think about receiving a blessing and the wonderful blessing that's going to be waiting for us when we get into the kingdom of heaven, because we have been able to share what we've been blessed with those who are in need. Once again, may our risen Lord and Savior bless us and keep us this day and every day. Amen.